Hello, beautiful friends. I hope you're having an amazing day. Welcome to another solo podcast with me, your host, Jacques Massey. No guests on the show today. Today, all I want to talk about is the 1% moments. So, what do I mean by the 1% moments? I mean that quite often when we think of being joyous, when we think of being happy, we consider just large scale achievement of goals and dreams and material things and holidays and all these kind of big moments in life that we consider the moments that we're going to be truly happy. But quite often, and I think if you sit down with anyone who's on their deathbed, when they look back and remember, it's going to be those tiny 1% things that at the time we don't really put much emphasis in. Those are the happiest moments that we have. And a little while ago, I did a podcast with my friend Liz, and she talked about some of her little 1% things, like wearing socks that look like rainbows or blowing those little flowers, the ones that when you blow them, all the seeds go out, doing that with their kids. Those little things bring her the most joy in life. Going for a walk in the sun by the river. That's kind of what I mean by the 1% moments. And I think a couple questions that you want to ask yourself when you're thinking about these 1% things and when you're thinking about what it is you truly want is, like, first of all, like, why am I doing the things I'm doing? And what is it I'm truly trying to achieve here? And when you go deeper and deeper into the onion and you peel away more and more layers, you find that quite often what's hiding right at the core of anything that you want to do in life is a sense of fulfillment, a sense of joy. So what you're looking for is love and happiness, really. And I mean, that might not always be the core of it, but I'm a big believer that the majority of the things that we're trying to do in life, it's never really what's on the outer shell. And the deeper and deeper and deeper you go, it can come down to that sense of love and that sense of fulfillment and that sense of joy. I'd love to hear an opposing opinion if you have it, but to me, when you really dig deep, that's what lies at the core of anything that you're trying to achieve in life. So when you realize that, then you kind of got to ask yourself, all right, cool, it's good to have all these goals, it's good to have all these dreams and these things to work towards, this purpose in my life, but is there things that I can do every single day that are just going to bring me what I'm truly searching for and allow me to be in that state of mind all the time, that state of joy, that state of abundance, that state of fulfillment? So what brings you joy no matter what? Ask yourself. For me, it's things like going for a walk in the sun, things like meditating, things like exercising in the morning, things like eating right and showing myself that I'm looking after myself, things like getting sleep, things like talking to my beautiful love, Thais. Even though she's in Sao Paulo in Brazil, talking to her over WhatsApp and video, it brings me so much joy and so much love. Telling my family that I love them, that I care about them, having conversations with them, having beautiful conversations with friends, having guests on the podcast. These are the tiny little 1% things that once I remove everything, they're what really matters to me. They're what really bring me joy. So if I can do those each and every day, I'm already winning, right? And everything else is just icing on the cake. The next question you need to ask yourself, and I kind of touched on it a bit there, is what matters if everything else material disappears? If money doesn't exist, if your home doesn't exist, if we're all living in the forest again, if we're all living in the bush and there's no such thing as modern economics and there's no such thing as technology and social media, remove all of that clutter, all of that external worry, and ask yourself then, all right, what matters in my life? And quite often you're going to find that it's things like relationships, things like spirituality, things like purpose. Purpose could be as simple as waking up each morning and choosing to hold meaning in the things that you do, really investing yourself in the moment and the presence. If you're choosing to make breakfast, really be there, really be purposeful about making it. If you're choosing to have a conversation with someone, to hold someone, to hug someone, to kiss someone, to love someone, choose to be there, choose to be present, choose to be purposeful in the moment. You'll find that those are the kind of things that really bring you joy in life. Well, guys, those are my opinions on the 1% moments. I hope that brings a little bit of clarity to your life and maybe gets you thinking about what really matters to you, what really brings you joy. And as always, if you have any feedback, if you have any comments, if you're watching this on YouTube, just leave it in the comments below. Otherwise, if you're listening to this on any podcast platforms, you can find me on Instagram at couple of lattes, and send me a message. I'd love to hear your opinions. And if you're out there listening to this and going, hey, I'm kind of an expert in this, I feel like I could have an amazing conversation and get real deep and real honest with you, Jacques, then please hit me up. Always keen to do more podcasts with more inspiring people. Much love, guys, and enjoy your week. Find those 1% moments.